Good morning, Somerset Academy.
I'm Richard.
And I'm Sadu. Today is Friday, June 12th, and this month is National Pride Month.
If you need LGBTQA plus resources, visit the Trevor Project for information or speak to a counselor.
You can also call this number or text START to 678-678 to reach them by phone.
Remember to stay respectful. Now, here's Tommy with the weather.
Welcome to the weather broadcast. I am Tommy, and this week from today to Thursday, every day has a chance of rain. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday have highs of 95, 90, and 90, and lows of 66, 64, and 63. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday have highs of 83, 81, and 81, and lows of 60, 59, and 61. Thursday will have a high of 83 and a low of 61. A 6.1 magnitude earthquake was reported in Cuba and was felt in Florida. There have been no reported injuries. The UN Climate Agency said there is a 75% chance that the average global temperature between now and 2030 will exceed 2.7 degrees. This would shatter the Earth's hottest year record and could lead to more extreme weather, including floods, droughts, and heat waves. So if you think it's warm now, you're in for a storm. I am meteorologist Tommy, signing off for the final time.
A 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck the southern Philippines on Monday, taking more than 35 lives and causing tsunamis and many buildings to collapse. It also injured over 487 people and destroyed close to 2,000 homes. The Philippines, Indonesia, and Japan are in the so-called Ring of Fire, an arc of fault lines circling the Pacific Basin that's prone to frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. In Hawaii, Mount Kilauea is currently in a paused state after a recent eruption which lasted over 9 hours. This marks its 48th eruption, which is the most sustained lava event ever recorded in its history.
The search for a missing swimmer in the ocean off Seaside Park was suspended. The 23-year-old swimmer went missing Friday afternoon, 100 yards off the beach near Decatur Avenue and O Street. Rescuers from the U.S. Coast Guard and local agencies conducted marine, aerial, and shoreline searches, but for now, searches have been paused. This is the third suspected drowning in less than a month at the Jersey Shore. In other news, if you're planning to attend a FIFA World Cup match at MetLife Stadium, getting there may take more planning than going to a typical game. Fans will not be allowed to park their personal vehicles at the stadium, meaning thousands of fans will need to take alternative transportation options to get to and from MetLife. The official New York and New Jersey Stadium shuttle is now dropping its round-trip fare from $80 to $20 to give travelers another option.
And speaking of soccer, now on to sports for more.
The FIFA World Cup started yesterday and continues through July 19.
Yesterday, South Korea played Czechia.
Today, the US plays Paraguay and tomorrow, Brazil plays Morocco at MetLife Stadium.
Here's the schedule for all the upcoming matches.
And if you are traveling this weekend, be prepared.
The 2026 NBA Finals are still going on, with the two monsters of teams being the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs.
The next games are hosted at Madison Square Garden in New York for Game 5. Who are you rooting for?
MLB player Aaron Judge has suffered a rib fracture and is sitting on the sidelines while he recovers.
Baseball player Tanik Escobar has not been traded yet, but he is subject of high trade.
Speaking of sports, how do you say different sports in Spanish?
Baloncesto is basketball. Baseball is baseball. Boxeo is boxing. Football is soccer. Fútbol americano is American football. Hockey sobre césped is hockey. Tennis is tennis. And volleyball is volleyball.
Gracias, Mateo. Now on to Michael.
Good morning, I am Michael Kanomu, and in honor of a historical birthday, I would like to talk about Anne Frank. Anne was born on June 12, 1929, in Frankfurt, Germany. During World War II, she and her family hid in a secret room in Amsterdam. They were a Jewish family hiding from Nazis. While in hiding, Anne wrote in her diary about her life, feelings, and dreams. In 1944, her family was discovered, arrested, and thrown into concentration camps, where sadly, Anne died at age 15. Her diary was later published as The Diary of a Young Girl and is read by people around the world today. Anne is remembered for her courage, hope, and love of writing. Anne was a brave child and would always be remembered. I am Michael, and now for Spanish.
Hola, Somerset Academy, yo soy Mateo.
Y yo soy Zeb. Hoy les vamos a enseñar qué puede hacer en el verano.
Broncearse, get a tan.
Salir a la playa, going to the beach.
Ir a piscina, go to the pool.
Jugar fútbol americano, play American football.
Jugar fútbol, play soccer.
Ir al campamento, go to camp.
Celebrar el 4 de julio, celebrating the 4th of July.
Salir de fiesta, go out to party.
Salir con amigos, go out with friends.
Gracias por escucharnos. Ahora volvemos con BNN.
Hey Bulldogs, it's finally the end of the year. I interviewed Miss Kassar to ask her about how she plans trips.
Good morning, Somerset Academy family. For more than 20 years, our annual trip to Sandy Hook has provided students with valuable educational and wellness experiences beyond the classroom. The purpose of this trip is to expose our students to environments and opportunities that many may not otherwise experience. For some students, this is their first opportunity to see and explore the ocean. As part of our science curriculum, students learn about coastal habitats, marine life, ecosystems, and geographical formations through direct observation and hands-on experiences. This real-world learning helps bring classroom lessons to life and fosters a greater appreciation for the natural environment. The trip also supports our wellness initiatives. The calming sounds and sights of the ocean provides opportunities for mindfulness, meditation, self-regulation, and many relaxation and stress management techniques are inspired by the therapeutic effects of the ocean, making this experience beneficial to students' emotional well-being as well as their academic growth. This long-standing tradition continues to offer meaningful educational, social, and wellness benefits that positively impacts our students each year. Hope you can join me sometime.
Next Tuesday is high school graduation. And next Wednesday is middle school graduation. Here are those we are congratulating. I'll be graduating too. Thank you for a great year. Now back to BNN.
Thanks, Jazzy. Hello, everyone. I am sad to say this will be my last random fact. Ever. To all my loyal fans, thank you for watching every week. You will be missed dearly. So, as a send-off, I'm going to be doing a random fact rapid fire with some ideas I had that were too short for a full episode. First up, it turns out that Antarctica is home to the largest desert in the world. See, a desert is not defined by looking like one, but rather by receiving less than 10 inches of rain a year and hosting little to no life, both traits Antarctica possesses. Next, in 1848, an American railroad foreman named Phineas Gage survived a meter-long, or 3 feet, metal rod being shot through his skull due to an accident. He survived, but suffered severe brain damage, causing him to act like a whole new person. My third is anatidaephobia, or the fictional, irrational fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck or goose is watching you. It was made up by American cartoonist Gary Larson for his comic strip The Far Side in 1988. Fourthly, have you ever taken a bite of a pineapple and noticed that, along with being sweet and acidic, it tastes kind of spicy or sharp? Well, it turns out that the reason for the spiciness is that pineapple is loaded with microscopic needles called rhaphides that poke your tongue. When combined with the pineapple's acid, the rhaphides start to try to break down and eat you. Not to worry though, it's completely harmless when swallowed. Finally, have you ever noticed that fluorescent lights, or the lights in the ceilings of most school buildings, flicker really fast? Well, you're not imagining it. In the simplest possible terms, the alternating current that powers the light switches the direction it flows really fast, about 60 times a second to be precise. Each time the current switches direction, the light turns off for a second. Due to the speed, when observed with the human eye, you don't notice the flickering normally. It is only when it slows a little that you get this effect. Thank you for listening to my random facts all the time, and never stop being curious. Now back to BNN.
Thanks for watching BNN all year.
Happy retirement to Miss Flores.
And congratulations, grads.